is not so much slip on you. I mean, yeah, you don't want to get cut, but you don't want it to slip and ruin your carving. And I'm going to go underneath here. I cut that a bit just to get it out of the way. The mustache is a little lopsided too. I keep working with the mustache. Cut that out. That out of there. Again, you're only cutting as far as you want to cut down. You don't just want to keep cutting. You just only want to cut as far or as deep as you want that to go. I'm going to trim this just a little bit here. Of course, it does not have to be overly perfect, but now I want to finish off the cheek and mustache together, going this way. Like I said, I like to take the knife to do this. It's more natural than using a V-tool. V-tool was just to get it started, just to see. And here with a knife you can get it deeper and you can really bring the cheek out. You see that there? See the shadow, how the cheek is just comes out sharply. Same with over here. Careful I don't slip. I'm using the way I naturally hold a knife as to create this V-cut. Now, of course, you can see my hand is in the way. If I slip, I'd hit my hand. But unless you are really, really sure, well, of course, you should get the hand out of the way. But I've got to a point where I just know where to start and where to stop. And then I want to bring the mustache at an angle this way, so the bottom part sticks out more. So the cheek sticks out and the mustache is kind of tucked underneath the cheek, but the mustache comes out in which the beard is tucked underneath the mustache. Do a little bit of erasing here. Do a little bit of cleaning here. Yeah, I think there's a little edge there. I'm not too concerned about that right now because that's a mustache, so that's hair. Now, if you want to, you can either leave it like this as far as the mouth, or we can put a little mouth in there. We can do that. You got to make sure that the mouth is going to be in the right spot, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw that in there. And before you draw yours in there, make sure you look. I mean, you don't have your mustache down here and the mouth is right here. There's the nose, there's the eyes, and here's the mouth. You want to make it as realistic, even though this is a caricature, as far as bringing everything up to the right spot. So that's about the right spot. Now you can, and I do, I draw actually underneath. I think the mouth is a little smaller than I wanted it, so I'm gonna draw this underneath, and I'm gonna have to be doing some trimming. That's a bad thing. I'm gonna have to be doing some erasing, and the mouth is kind of delicate. This is kind of a delicate thing here. Now you take your knife and you go right there where the mouth and the mustache meet. Same thing. Now we're going to draw, and we're going to draw away from the mouth, you know, like how we draw away from the nose. Now we do the same kind of trimming as we did underneath the mustache. We just trim a little more. And because that hand is in the way, this is going to be a bit difficult. Again, you only want to cut as far as you want to cut. I mean, just don't keep pushing and then your knife goes sliding. I'll do a little bit of cleanup on the bottom. And before I finish with carving the mouth, the opening part, I want to erase this. This you really need is a sharp tip. Or if you want to take an eraser will do that. Okay, good. That came out. Okay, one last thing we want to do. Now you look at that and you say, well, it looks like he's just sticking his tongue out like a dog. Well, let's put the mouth in there. Now watch the tip that you don't break it. You got to deep it. Cut it deep here, but you don't want to break the tip. And then you're going to cut another chip. A nice deep chip. Is that a little better? Now you could shape it. He's just kind of doing his thing here. I mean, he's not really saying ho. I think he's just breathing along here. You can make it, you know, probably a circle like he's saying ho ho, or maybe a larger to make it like he's smiling. But he's just puffing away here, trying to get the tree and the goodies to the kids. I'm just doing a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of fixing here. Okay, not bad. I want to take a quick look at the beard and hair before we again do the eyes. I'd still like to make sure things are pretty well set. And let's do this. Let's set this in a little better. Bringing things in a little bit. Oops. You want to bring the hair under the hat, because the hat is on top of the hair. Let me separate the bag from there. I did that with a V-tool. I'll do that with a knife quick. Again, this is what really adds the extra value, is using a knife to kind of V or clean something out than with the V-tool. V-tool's easy, nothing against it. Use to get it started. Get things started, and with the knife it just helps bring it out a little more natural, because the beard is natural, the sack is relatively natural. Got that cut there, I want to get that out of there. Hand out of the way. I'm going to round this out because this is a ball, right? Should be. Get that out of there. Get that beard around, or hair around the arm. And each time you add these shadows, it just adds to it. So it kind of creates a shadow around here. Continue rounding the ball off here. Interesting. I mean, my focus is around the ball, but then as I'm rounding, I can see other things that I need to clean up that's around it. Get out there. Okay, I could round the ball a little more. I just want to keep going here. That's the thing. I can always, when it comes to doing detail or cleaning up, pardon me, got off the camera here, get out of there, taking the saw marks out of there. Now I want to add, like I said, I want to add a shadow here, taking that nice and clean there. Let's get that out of there. Oops. Ting. To push in, I think I'm starting to drift away here. There we go. Drift away from the camera there a little bit. Again, I'll put some more of that in the detail. Just getting it clean and it's one thing I hate about, you cut and you try to make a chip and it doesn't come out. Well, then you try again and again and again, and each time you're making a cut, you're just making more chips that do not come out. I'll leave the top of the hat for right now. The beard, get that separated from the hand.